Hey everybody, Chef Lori is here. Oh, I'm just Lori on when I'm vlogging. Lori's here. I am in the car vlogging on the move. I like that, vlogging on the move in the car. When I'm in my car, I think, I talk and stuff. And I think I said last night I did my first one. I did my first vlog in the car while I was driving somewhere with my son, and that was a lot of fun. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. And I said yesterday when I did this, I said, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to just start going live when I'm in the car or when I'm thinking about stuff, and I'm going to vlog. So I have a very bad connection right now. I don't know what that means fully. I'm going to have to go back at some point and watch these and understand what happens when I have a bad connection. I am on my way to downtown DC. I have a, you know, this is my way to show you more of me than just the, well, I shouldn't say show you. You may not want to see more of me, but this is my way to express the other sides of me that are not just the Chef Lori's sides, you know. Chef Lori's is one side of me. That's something I do, and it's something I love. It's one of my passions. But, you know, that's not all that there is to me. I'm also just Lori, right? And I like and appreciate the opportunity to be just Lori. I don't want my cooking channel and all that stuff to become so much. I don't want it to consume so much of my internet presence or online. It's not even about online presence. Gosh, guys, I'm trying to figure out how to say this. I don't want to be pigeonholed. I don't want to just be the person who cooks, you know what I'm saying? And that's all you see. I'm happy to share my life and to share what's going on, you know, and just get your thoughts on it and share your life. You know, let's do life together. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of fun. So this is kind of my way to talk about just me, not always the cooking. Of course, I'll talk about the cooking. I love to cook. I got to talk about the cooking, guys. Come on. So anyway, okay, the very bad connection thing went off. So I hope that means, I don't know if that means like you couldn't hear it before. Whatever. Anyway, so a couple things. Yeah, so last night I went to the thing with Richard. I hope you guys saw last night, or if you didn't last night, my son, my 22-year-old son, he's a writer. He writes beautiful poetry. He's a lyrical writer. It's lovely, and it's very intense and very deep. I don't know how to say it. He's really good, and the way he expresses his emotions is just beautiful. And he's put together a few works, kind of, you know, of his writings and stuff like that, and he just kind of, you know, prints them out or puts them out on this thing called Poetry Soup. But he wants to actually publish his writings. And so our church has a writers group, and last night the writers group had a guest speaker talking to them about self-publishing. And so we got invited to go, and it was really great. We got such good information. I wanted to vlog about it on my way home last night, but it was too dark. So since most of my vlogging is done, I think this is how it's going to be done. I can't be sure, you guys. I'm still new at this, but most of it is kind of like going to be this in the car thing. I even have my little camera sitting up. So look, I'm hands-free from the phone. My hands are on the wheels. I'm driving. I wanted to talk about it last night on the way home because it was really exciting. The guy that spoke was really, really good, but I couldn't because my littles were with me. So what that's about is, you know, my kitchen is being remodeled right now. I had some water damage in my kitchen over Father's Day weekend, and the way the damage went, my whole kitchen basically has to be redone. I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's fun because I love to cook. Chef Lori is duh. But the problem is I've been out without a kitchen now for a month, and it'll probably be 5 more weeks because they should start the demolition this week on my kitchen. So anyway, so my kids have been staying with my mom, so they rode home with me last night, so I couldn't get back on here to tell you guys about the seminar last night. That was so cool. It was really exciting. But it was dark in the car. When I got in, it was dark, and I would have to turn a light on so you could see me, and that's not good. That's not safe. And I always tell my kids safety first, right? So anyway, I was so excited. There's this website called Create Space. Have any of you guys ever heard of that? It's affiliated with Amazon, and it's a way that you can basically you can get an ISBN number that way, and you can put your book out that way and stuff. So anyway, we found out all this information at the seminar about how to do that, and he's really excited, and I'm excited for him too. Now I had to kind of, you know, pull my mama back because, you know, my mom and I are close, and my mom lives here in town with us. She doesn't live with us, but she lives in the town with us, and she's, you know, she's like, oh my goodness, I'm so happy it went good for Richard last night. And well, I was just talking to her a minute ago, and she's like, so I got to make sure that I work with him because we've only got 4 weeks before school starts. I was like, Mom, time out, Mom. You got to let Richard be Richard. You know, he's 22. It's hard when your kids get to that age. And my mom, bless her heart, she's not a helicopter mom, but she still has a hard time understanding and accepting that I'm 44 and I kind of don't need her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I need her, but if you don't get it, just keep living. You'll understand it. So anyway, I have to kind of run interference for Richard there because Richard's a boy. Boys are not like girls, right? Girls, not me, some girls, not all, but you know, girls try to please. We want to make our mom happy or whatever. No, not Richard. He'll just shut you down. You know, he's real sweet, and he will never, he's not disrespectful. He won't say anything rude. He won't roll his eyes at his mama or his grandma. He's not that kind of kid. But you know what he will do? He will shut you down. And my mom, bless her heart, won't even know she's been shut down because he's so smooth with it. He's real smooth with the shutdown. I mean, he's just like, okay. Oh, yeah, thanks, Grandma. And you'll be thinking, oh, I made progress. He'll shut you down. So anyway, I tried to kind of help her out so she doesn't, you know, get the clink clink from her grandson. Uh-oh, this is very bad connection again. So I gotta go back and watch one of these and see what that means. So anyway, the seminar was great. The talk or whatever you call it was great. I'm super excited. He's super excited. I think it's gonna be really, really good. I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb before I started this, you guys. So if the phone rings, it might interrupt things. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So today I am heading downtown DC. I live in the suburbs of Northern Virginia. Like I told you before, I'm a CPA by trade, and I still run a small practice of my own. Oh, I'm in a tunnel now. I know it's bad connection right here. Oh, whoa, come back to me. There we go. Oh well. So I do a small CPA practice, and I keep one major client that I do, and I basically am their one-man accounting department. I'm their CFO and their controller and the accounts payable clerk. I do everything. But I love it. I like my career, and I don't think I'm passionate about it anymore like I was in my 20s, but I do enjoy it, and it's been good to me, and I've made a good living at it. So, and I'm not at a point yet with the cooking and things where I can, you know, quit everything else. So I'm working still. The good part is, even though my client is in DC, which is about probably 30-45 minutes from me, I only go to them once a week, and that's a good thing. That's a real blessing. I only go to them on like Wednesdays. Usually I go Wednesday and I spend the full day. Now it's like 11 a.m. now, so you're thinking full day. Hello, it's a half day. That's how we roll out there. You know, DC nonprofits are real laid back, and so I'll get there. It's 11:15 now. I'll probably get there by 11:40, something like that, and that'll be fine, or 11:35, because once the highway moves pretty good, but once I get off the highway, then I got to, you know, maneuver the streets of Georgetown to get up to Adams Morgan. So anyway, but it's really pretty. Maybe I'll have a chance to turn the camera around so that you can see some of Georgetown while I'm driving on it, because it's very different in the week than it is on the weekend sometimes. So anyway, going down there, I enjoy that work. It's a lot of fun. It's a great nonprofit. I'm not going to use their name because I don't want to put them out there like that, but they do wonderful work in the community, and I'm really, really excited and proud that I'm part of their family. I've been with them for, oh gosh, 4 years now. Yeah, 4 years. I've been with them for 4 years now. So, you know, I've kind of gotten used to the lay of the land. They're pretty much, they are who they are, a little stuck in their ways, but it works out okay. It's a great gig. I enjoy it. I enjoy the people there, and I think the work they do is admirable. So that's where I'm heading today, and I'll be down there for a while, and then I'll come back home, and when I get back home, I will try to fix something, cook something to put on a video. I need to put up another video. What I'm really working to do, guys, is increase my social media presence. You know what I'm saying? Now, not just for vain reasons, like I just want to be on social media, but I love the cooking stuff I do, and I think I'm going to rename my channel. Hi, somebody's with me. Thank you for not leaving me alone. If this is not interesting at all and you could care less about what I'm talking about, please leave me a comment and say, girl, pick a topic. You know what I'm saying? Because I can pick a topic. I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit, though. You know, and this is just my stream of consciousness. And then as things happen, I'll tell you what's going on, and we'll discuss the sagas and the things that are happening, and you give me your opinion of what you think. So, oh, they left. I guess they thought we're bored. Oh, well. Now we'll get there. So I am heading into DC. Let me see. I'm going to flip this camera around so you can see what DC traffic looks like. Oh, it's a mess some days. I'll tell you that much. Where is the button to flip the orientation? It's hard to do that while you're driving because in DC, okay, I don't think I'm going to get to flip, guys. Because in DC, you have to be hands-free. You can't be actively on your phone in DC while you're driving. You can't be holding it. So I am crossing what's known as the Key Bridge. Hey, somebody says, very interesting. Oh, you want to get your CPA? That's awesome. You know, I've been licensed for 10 years here in the state of Virginia. I started out I worked for one of the big 6, well, back then it was 6 firms back in the day. And I will say this much about accounting. Being a CPA is a very rewarding career, and you have lots of options. I worked in corporate for probably almost 20 years. And, you know, I worked for publicly traded companies. I ran planning and analysis. I've run internal audit. I've done budgeting. I've been, all that stuff is, and what I like about it is because I worked for large companies, when I decided to go into private practice like this, this was actually easier for me because I had done so much work at a much larger scale. So, you know, I worked for a company that I used to run budgets for a company that had 800 million in revenue and 5 business units. So when you come from budgeting for a company that's geographically dispersed, we had offices all over the country, and you're dealing with 5 business units at $800+ million in revenue. When you do that and then you come down to a $5 million nonprofit, it's really easy. You know what I mean? So the good part also about accounting is it gives you lots of opportunities and options. You can go the tax route, you can go the private practice route, you can go nonprofit, you can go audit, public accounting. There are tons and tons of options and things that you can do. So I highly recommend it, and getting your license makes you even more valuable, and it really allows you to write your own ticket. So after almost 20 years in the industry, I was able to say, you know what, I want to go private after I had my 3rd baby, and it's been rewarding. I mean, I still do well to be working basically, you know, 25, 30 hours a week. You know, so I think that's really cool. Yay! Oh my gosh, it's working! Whoever you were, I'm sorry, your name disappeared from me, so I can't see it. Thank you for asking. That was awesome. Yeah, isn't that how it always happens? The thing that you think no one will be interested in is the thing they are. And accounting is really cool. I love it. I'm drinking coffee. It's like 90 degrees here in DC already. But I need my morning coffee to get me going. And it's weird because I was not a coffee drinker a lot. Oh, wow, there's people having a good time. That lady having a really pretty white outfit with a hot pink blouse. That was really cute. But it's hot here in DC. This is really crazy. The last time I remember it being this, it's always hot in the summer here on the East, but it's really, really hot today. The last time it was like this was in 2012. It was miserably hot. That's when I was pregnant with my 3rd baby, my little guy, Aiden. And oh my God, I was 39 and pregnant. My mother called it a geriatric pregnancy. She was right. It was kind of mean when she said it though. She would say, sweetie, you're having a geriatric pregnancy. But my baby was born August 30th. So that means I had to go through that entire hot as hell summer. And it was just that. I mean, that Jolo was hot. And I just sat like a beached whale the whole summer. Just sat there. But anyway, it's hot like that this summer. It's really, really hot. So why am I drinking hot coffee? Because I need some caffeine to get me going. I do. Okay, what's it say here? Hold on. Only iced tea. Oh, iced tea for you in the summer. See, now I get that. I like iced tea, and I do iced coffee sometime in the summer too. But today I was getting ready to go, and I only come in once a week. That's the beauty of being a contractor. I come in once a week, and so when I'm getting ready to come in, I do it how I want to do it. And I just had to get my coffee and get going. And my kitchen is such a mess. My house is a mess. Yesterday, I went out and I picked out the cooktop I wanted. So I'm so excited about that. I got the cooktop picked out. I think I picked out the countertops. I'm just waiting on to get a quote back from the vendor on that. And I think they're going to start the demolition this week. This is going to be like the craziest month coming up because I've got all the stuff going on in my kitchen. The demolition's gonna start, I think, Friday, maybe Monday of next week. Contractor's not sure. He's finishing up another job. And then after all of that starts, my client is having our annual audit in 3 weeks from now. And so I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do all this. It's gonna be absolutely crazy. Audits are a lot of work. I remember being an auditor, and when I was an auditor, it was You know, it's a lot of work then too, but really then you're just requesting stuff. But now that I'm the client and we're nonprofit, which means you don't have, you know, huge budgets for things like this, how we handle our audit is I do everything. And so if we do everything, I do everything, that means audit prep is a beast. So I've got to finish closing out my year. And where are we now? July 18th, 19th? 19th. So in theory, I mean, the year's already closed. It's over. But still, I've got to do all my final entries. I got to do my audit adjusting entries. So that's going to take me a little bit of time. So right now, I've got to find how to balance the game, you know, of keeping the videos going with cooking and keeping up with that, because I'll be up till 1, 2 in the morning. I think you guys last night I was up till 2 something in the morning working. I was working on stuff for my client because I'm coming in today, so I was trying to update some things for them. And I work till like 1 in the morning every night. Okay, I'll be honest with you now. When you own your own business, then you're a contractor. That's, I'm sorry guys, the allergies, the air quality is bad. That's the only part of it that you kind of have to look out for, is because accounting is very deadline driven and things have to be done by certain dates and certain ways. And when you work for yourself, you own your own time. And people think, oh, you have all this flexibility, blah, blah. You have flexibility, but you don't have more time. There are still only 24 hours in a day. And if you're doing something else in the day, which a lot of times happens because I do other things, I still got to get the work done. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't have to go into the office and sit up there and look at them doesn't mean I don't have to get the work done. So I end up getting the work done sometimes, most of the time, between 11 and 1 a.m. a lot of times. And so my kids go to bed around 7:30 or 8 usually. School's out now and they're at my mom's, so it's a little different. But by 9 o'clock, usually I'm back on my computer. So I work an average of 7 to 8 hours a day for my client, and I just kind of break it up. I'll do a few hours in the morning. Maybe I'll run errands or some things I need in the middle of the afternoon. And then late at night, I get back on and I finish up everything. So when it comes down to it, they get a lot out of me. But you know what? I'm thankful for it because it's a good living. It's a good living and I can fall back on it. So I shouldn't say fall back on it. I've never left it, so it's not really falling back on it. But I have it there. You know what I mean? So anyway, I picked out, okay, I'll tell you about the kitchen. I picked out my cooktop. It's a JennAir. I love it. And you know what happened when I was at the store? Okay, so I went to this place here in Virginia. I live in Virginia, right? Okay, I went to this place that has like all kinds of appliances, not like Best Buy, but like a specialty store kind of. And they were amazing. And the girl who was our sales associate who helped us, I went to look at a cooktop and what was the other thing I went to look at? I forgot. Oh, a sink. So the girl that was assigned to us though, she was so nice. And it turns out she loves watching cooking shows. She's a YouTube junkie and she subscribed to my channel. I was like, what? And I was talking to her about it and she was like, oh my gosh, yes, I'm always on YouTube. And my husband and I have this thing about, like, you know, we're generation, what do they call us? Generation X? We're from the 70s, right? We're Generation X, okay. So Gen Xers, our generation loves Facebook at this point, right? Facebook was for the young people at first, but now Facebook is what we do. And so I have success on Facebook with follows and things like that. But I need YouTube success, more YouTube followers. So so that gets to what I want you to help me do. Subscribe to my channel, please. Go down there, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, okay? Thank you. There's a lot of fun stuff here. And but every time Shane and I talk, Shane is my husband, whenever we I need to get out this intersection. Whenever we talk about the stuff, he's always like, oh, I don't think YouTube is really where it's at or something, or, you know, we're not plugged in, you know. And it's funny because he's usually so on top of these things, but he thinks about things and he likes to do things correctly. I just do it, you know. I'm like, whatever. But anyway, it's just really funny. Then she starts talking about YouTube and he's like, well, someone would only go to YouTube if they wanted to know something. And we're like, no, the way we just kind of scan Facebook is the way these millennials scan YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean these millennials like I'm trying to get this whole thing sounds so wrong right now. And it's live, so I can't even go back and edit it and fix it. Oh boy. Okay. What I'm trying to say is I'm trying to understand the social media. Oh, he said he already did. You made the wings for breakfast. Thank you so much for subscribing. The wings were awesome. Yes, yes, thank you. I'm so glad you liked them. Did you make the Chipotle wings or did you make the Asian wings, the sweet and spicy ones? My favorites are the, I love the sweet and spicy. The sweet and spicy ones I love. My daughter likes the Chipotle ones. She likes, but she puts so much sour cream on them. She almost like gets the whatever, all the flavor. My husband's like, stop putting so much sour cream on those wings. I love those Asian sweet and spicy ones. I did those for that was a Facebook Live I put up, because I do Facebook Live on Thursday nights at 8:15. I'm going to start doing YouTube Live. I'm going to see if I can do both at the same time. The Asian ones, oh yes, those are so good for breakfast. Okay, wait, where are you that you had Asian wings for breakfast? I could get with that. I could truly get with that, having some spicy, because they're not too spicy, you know, like you. Okay, I think I'm back. I lost my connection for a little bit. You're in New York. Thank you. That's nice. New York. Yeah, that's a good place to have wings for breakfast. DC has bad connection spots, so I'm sorry if I lost it. And I think this is, I'm looking. Oh, it started over. It did another live. Ah, great day in the morning. Sorry, guys. I'll have to call this one in the car too, or I don't know. We'll figure out what it does. I don't know what it does yet, but anyway. Well, I'm excited. That made my day. You made my wings for breakfast in New York. Yes. It's happening. It's happening, people. It's happening. I'm going to tell you what else is happening. This DC traffic is a hot mess today. I mean, oh, wow. That was night. What street was that? That was M Street. That was M Street. No, that was 18th Street. I had to get all the way up here. Oh, gosh. And today I've got to deal with budget amendments. We have a lot of contracts with DC government, my client and I do. So we're coming up near, this is the last year. Oh, sorry guys, I'm losing the connection again. There must be a whole lot of, let me see if I can, how do I turn the camera direction? I don't know if I can. No, I can't. Okay, I can't. Oh yes, I can. There it is. There it is. Look at this. See this? This is DC. Okay, he said rotate the camera. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm going to rotate. Okay. Oh, it says my orientation is locked. Okay. It says my orientation is locked. Let me flip that. Okay. It says my orientation is locked and I can't rotate it, but I'm going to try next time. See, last night I had it this way, the landscape, and today I had it portrait. So I will do landscape next time. Thank you. That helps me a lot. So I don't know if I can. I'm gonna try to see if it'll let me do it. No, it says orientation is locked. Rotate doors. Yeah, it won't let me to change it now. But I'm gonna change it next time, and I'll do it the other way. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. These are my new people. These are my new people, y'all. Oh, see, okay. Look at the traffic. Look at this. Look. This is DC. This is DC at 11 o'clock. I'm stuck in an intersection at 17th and L. You see, this is what you deal with in DC. It's just absolutely insane. And it will be like this. I got to go all the way up to, I'm at 17th Street. I got to get up to 16th. So I'm a block away. But that, and then look at this. You see that? They're running in the middle street. Well, they might as well. I mean, we're all just sitting here stopped. It's just, oh, I think I passed the food trucks already. I was going to show you guys the food trucks, because I've always thought about having a food truck down here, but anyway. That's DC traffic. You see what I'm saying? It sucks. It sucks. And then there's all this construction up here. And so I got to turn on 16th Street, and then I got to go all the way uptown. Oh, Lord have mercy. But I wouldn't have it any other way. So, yeah, I'm at 16. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, this air quality gets bad like this. Oh, it's really hard. It can be hard to breathe like this. It can be really hard to breathe. When it gets really hot, the air quality is bad. Ugh. My daughter has asthma, and she can't even really go outside when it's like this, because her asthma will flare up, and it just gets hard. It's terrible when it's super hot. It's already 91 degrees at 11:30. It's going to be like this weekend. There we go. We're back. This is crazy. Anyway, I'm trying to get down 16th Street. There's a, look at this.